if you want to run your code inside Kubernetes environment, you have to create container. And if you want to create container, you have to create pod. In this video, I'm going to provide you live demonstration about how to create pod inside Kubernetes cluster. My name is Bhavesh Atara. Welcome to CloudFox Hub Zero to Hero Kubernetes series. Let's start. Now, if you don't have Kubernetes cluster, how you can run pod inside cluster? So, the first requirement is to have Kubernetes cluster. You don't need to create Kubernetes cluster manually because it is a time-consuming process. So, we have CloudFox Workstation. CloudFox Workstation is smart Kubernetes console. You can download it from our website. Link is in description. And you can perform any lab of Kubernetes. CloudFox Workstation is actually virtual machine appliance, so you have to run it inside VMware Workstation. Once you download it from our website and once you import it inside VMware Workstation, you will get this kind of IP address. Then you need to open this IP address in your browser. You have to create your username and password. Once you create your account, you can log into the console and then you can perform all the labs. Now here we are going to start with the lab number 1 of pod, and we will understand how we can create pod very easily. So you just need to select this lab, and here we have option start lab, and it will take almost 1 to 2 minutes to load this lab. Now here CloudFox Workstation will provide us ready to use Kubernetes cluster. So we have our cluster ready. We just need to understand how we can create pod inside this cluster. So if you want to check your cluster test status, you can give command kubectl get nodes, and here you will get this detail. We have one control plane and we have 2 worker nodes. Whenever we will create any pods, actually we will create this inside worker nodes. Okay. Now first of all, I want to verify if I have any pod running inside my cluster or not. So the command is kubectl get pods. If you look at over here, we are getting no resource found in the default namespace. It means I have my Kubernetes cluster ready, but I don't have any pod running. Now I want to create pod. Now if you want to create pod, you can use imperative way, you can use declarative way. In this video, we are actually using imperative way, means we are creating our pod using command line. In upcoming video, I will also tell you how we can create pod using declarative way, means using YAML file. Right now, just understand this particular command. This is kubectl, right? Command line tool for Kubernetes. Run is going to run your pod. The pod name will be demo pod, and actually pod is going to create container inside pod. Now container cannot work without image. So right now we are going to use Nginx image. In the real world, the real process is you have to create your own image, and using this image, you are going to create container. But right now, we don't have any image. So what we are doing, we are using Nginx image. Nginx image is readily available inside Docker Hub. Okay. So if you don't have any image right now, you don't need to worry about it. You just need to provide image name. For example, here I'm using image name Nginx. So it will download this image from the Docker Hub and it will create container, and from the container it will create pod, right? So inside container it will create pod. So right now we don't need to worry about image, but in upcoming days I will tell you how we can create image, how we can store image safely in our repository, and then during pod creation we will download our own image so we can run our own code as well. But don't worry about it. In upcoming days we will discuss about it. Right now you just need to concentrate about this particular command, and I hope you got complete idea about this command. So what I'm doing, I'm going to run this command, right? Okay. So it is going to create one pod. Pod name will be demo pod, and it will create one container inside this, and the container will use Nginx image. Nginx image is readily available on Docker Hub, so it will download this image and it will create container for us. Okay. If you want to see the status, you have to give command kubectl get pods and you will get status. Right now, if you look at over here, we are getting this option container creating. First time it will take time. Why? Because it is going to download Nginx image from the Docker Hub and then it will create container. But it may take 1 to 2 minutes. I'm just going to repeat this command so I can find out the status. Still I am getting container creating. No need to worry because sometime it may take 1 to 2 minutes. So we are waiting. Still I am getting same. So no need to worry. We are waiting. And now I am getting status, and status is actually very simple. Ready, we have one container and it is ready. Status, container is running, restart, no, and we have created this 59 seconds ago. So now our pod is running and inside this pod one container is also running. Okay. Now if you want to get more detail, you can use this command kubectl get pods -o wide. Okay, so command is same, we just need to add -o wide. It is going to provide more detail about this. Specifically, it is actually going to provide us IP address of the container. As you know that we have our Kubernetes cluster. In the cluster, we have 2 worker nodes, and this particular container, this particular pod, demo pod, is running inside worker node 1. Actually, in the control plane, we have one scheduler who is actually responsible to decide worker node for our pod. So it is automatically decided by scheduler, a kind of component of worker node. So our pod is running in worker node 1. This IP is also very important because in upcoming days, we have our application running inside container. And if you want to access this, we will use this IP, but don't worry about it. I will explain you all this in upcoming days. So that's IP. It means you just need to remember each pod will have IP. Okay. Other things are okay. No need to worry about it. But right now, the container that we have created is now visible. Okay. Next is get more detail about container. So you have to give this command. Let me clear the screen. And you have to give this command kubectl describe pod, and the pod name we have demo pod. If you look at over here, it is actually going to provide more detail about it. This is a very normal detail. This pod is running in the worker node IP, timing, label, demo pod, that the name that we have provided. And if you look at over here, we have only one container. Here we have list of the containers. You can run multiple containers inside same pod, but right now we are just running one container. Our container runtime is container D, and our container is actually running. And if you look at over here, it is actually providing us image ID, right? So on the Docker Hub, this is actually image ID. There are conditions, there are volumes, there are so many details we have, but we don't need to worry about it. Step by step, we will discuss about all these details. Okay, so right now you need to remember kubectl describe pod, and the pod name will provide you all the details about your pod. Now, if you want to delete pod, command is very simple. Kubectl delete pod demo pod. It will delete this. And then finally, if you want to verify the status of pod, you can use kubectl get nodes. Get pods. So it will provide you detail that there is no running pod inside your system. So that's very simple. Step by step, we will make this entire process very complex. But if you want to take maximum advantage of your Kubernetes learning process, you have to perform lab with me. And to perform this lab, if you are going to use Kubernetes Smart Console, we call it CloudFox Workstation, it will be very helpful. Link is in description. You can download it and then you can perform all the labs. Do not forget to subscribe our channel. If someone in your group, if they are learning Kubernetes, please share this video with them. It will be very helpful for them as well. Thank you. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.